Welcome to Laos.
Welcome to Laos. We are so excited to be here. We're spending the next 10 days in southern Laos and we're going to take you along on our adventure. Right in central Southeast Asia, you'll find Laos, and we are basing ourselves in Pak Se in the south to drive the Bolaven Loop on scooters that we've rented from Miss Noi. We were given this handy map to help us on our journey. These are the two semi-automatic scooters that we hired from Miss Noi in Pak Se, and once we got the hang of riding them, they were easy peasy. After a pretty rudimental driving test, our first thing was to fill up with some petrol, and then we chose to drive the loop clockwise. I just thought I'd pull over. I'm not very good at filming while we're driving, but I'll just show you what we can see. Look at this. This country is so beautiful. We were given recommendations about some key stops along the way, and one of them was Mr. Vieng's coffee plantation. That's Mr. Vieng right there. And at his coffee farm, an organic coffee farm, we get the chance to learn about the whole process of making coffee. This is where he was showing us how they separate the coffee from the husk. As you can see, there's a lot of hand making in this process. So once the beans are shelled, they then are moved over to roasting, and he's got a small roastery here that does just enough for him to sell what he wants to on site, and everything else gets shipped off to a larger manufacturer. The next part of the tour was getting out into the garden, and so we walked through checking out both the Arabica, Robusta and Liberta, I think they were coffee plants, as well as other things that I have planted here, including pineapples, mangosteens, cocoa, you name it. I think they've got it here on the farm. These are some coffee seedlings that are getting ready for the planting in the next season. As a coffee lover, I loved finding out about this process. I would drink a coffee every single day if I could. But it wasn't just coffee, there were also these other plants, which I can't remember what they're called, but you're able to blow little bubbles when you rub the stems together. They use them here for windbreak, they're not for eating. But as tourists, we got a chance to have a go ourselves. This one wasn't working for Darryl, and I managed to get one little one out there. There were some unexpected things, like this ant-covered leaf that Mr. Vieng was just chewing on, and then two of the people on our tour decided to give it a go as well. They were sure that it tasted like lemon and that it was fine to do, once you got over the sense of the ants crawling in your mouth. Of all the things to try, this is not it for me. However, the coffee, that's a different story. And there were some other things on the farm, like this is some cotton-like substance. And at the end of the tour, we got given these super cute little bracelets. We spent a couple of hours with Mr. Vieng and then headed towards our accommodation. This is our accommodation for the night. This is Fundy Island. I picked this place after reading the Lonely Planet guide. And then the guy we hired, sorry, I'm just looking at the ground to make sure I don't eat it. The guy we hired the bikes from yesterday was talking about this spot as well. So I'm actually pleased we booked in advance. Bit of a gamble because it's directionality and weather choices and stuff, but we were coming this way because we were booked here for tonight. But look at this. Peaceful. Enjoy apero and good music time. Yeah, I will. As we go across here, I guess. Our way of getting across to the island. So cool. Wow. It's not much. Oh my god, I've got a monobrow from dirt. Yeah, it's so simple and yet so wonderful. Okay, again, sorry I'm not always looking at you. I'm trying to make sure I don't eat it. We have got changed, kind of, and we're on our way to the Tadlow, or Tadlao, waterfall. So it's a bit of a treacherous path, but we can walk straight there from our resort. These are the lower part of the falls, but unfortunately tonight we didn't get a chance to go swimming because we didn't bring any cash with us. So we made our way back to the resort and spent the evening just doing this. And look at these views from our deck. Isn't this beautiful? Out of all the options of where to stay on the Bolaven Loop, The Fundy Island resort was probably one of the more expensive, but this is what you get here. You get a big communal space, there are lots of individual huts, and they all have access to this phenomenal shared space. So we're at the Tadlow waterfall. We thought we'd come here for a swim. We don't know if we've come to the right spot, so we're just trying to figure out where we need to go. This is the top of the waterfall, or before the waterfall. We've walked past this way, but we think we're supposed to be over there. Maybe we're on the wrong side of the river. These waterfalls are so impressive. When we got to the waterfall finally, it was pretty slippery getting in, but thankfully we were accompanied by this dog that was from the resort that helped us find our way. A good guy. Right, I'm gonna give it a go. It is so slippery. Inside the waterfall. So cool. Okay, I'm gonna slip through the waterfall. Are you ready? The tubes are just here, they're just free. It's pretty cool. And I've definitely cooled off. So nice. Back on our scooters with enthusiasm, we headed north, but we could see black clouds coming our way. So we've just pulled over in this town because lightning came and thunder and a little rain, and in true Peterson style, we've stopped. The ladies put out some chairs for us, so we thought we'd buy something, and we have bought... You hear that thunder? Crazy, crazy. We'll wait here until we don't need to. Yeah, no rush today. Crazy, right? The guy we rented the bike from said that there was a strong chance that we'd end up with rain. He was right, yeah. And so, it's so noisy, I don't even think you can hear me. But with no plans, we're just enjoying this little town, which even the locals have pulled down their shutters. This is proper rain.
We ended up staying at that shop for at least over an hour as pretty much a river came out of the sky.
There's this little extra loop on the track which we decided to do, especially now that the rain had abated, and it was so gorgeous. We're going to take you along with us. There's a few minutes here of motorbike content. We paused at this high point to try and capture the views, and when I look back at the footage, it just doesn't do it justice. Laos is a beautiful, beautiful country. Fun ride through that extra loop. We're driving back into town and then making our way to our farm stay, and I managed to slide off my bike in a puddle, and so I've got a big as cut, which I'll put some footage in here, of the wonderful people at Share Happy Farm Stay treating me, and it's fine, like it's okay, but it just means I possibly won't be swimming tomorrow. Just not sure about that one, but check out this sunset. Amazing, right, Darryl? You gonna say anything? Just smile cute. Just smile cute. Okay. Part of the farm stay is that we have dinner here with the family. So it's a vegetarian menu. It looks delish. So dinner's shortly-ish. Good morning. Oh, it's day 3 of our Bolaven route journey. I just realised I might be saying that wrong. Bolaven. And we are leaving where we're staying. So we've been at Shared Happy Farm Stay. And we're leaving here to head back towards Parksay, but on our way we're going to check out some waterfalls, some more waterfalls. And hopefully, just looking over at Darryl, hopefully we'll be going for a swim.
And hopefully none of us will be having a slip on our bikes either.
Our third and final day in completing the loop had one thing in mind, waterfalls. So we've just arrived at Tad Chuan waterfall. We're going to go check it out. But this little market villagey thing they've got set up is very cute.
Capture all the tourists.
Is to capture all the tourists.
Hopefully I don't have a bad leg day today.
Yeah, down there. We're just saying how crazy this is. We're at the top of the waterfall now and it just looks like a little trickle, hey?
Absolutely, like you just look down here, it's still, without knowing that in a few meters time, it's going over a ledge. Alright, so Megan and I are going to go on an amazing adventure again. As you can see, we're all harnessed up and straight down there is a zip line that goes, I guess, over or across the waterfall. So should be quite exciting, I hope. I haven't done a zip line before.
Nope. We've bungeed, you've skydived.
Yes.
But this is first zip line.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
There could be a little bit of squealing, but...
Hey Darryl. Excited?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
See ya! Our third waterfall of the day was directly opposite Tad Farm where we just done the zip line. I don't want to swim. Maybe. Now we've just got to decide if we feel like a swim or not. I know. It's not that warm. And we have no towels.
Might pass.
Maybe pass. Just as we made that decision, it decided to rain, so we jumped on our bikes back to Parksay to return them. If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to our channel because next week we're taking you to Japan.